What is up, everybody? This is Anthony with VR 365. What is going on? It is Wednesday. It's May 8th. It is about 2:02 p.m. I'm not in a good mood at all. I am not in a good mood at all. And it has nothing to do with anything VR. Something's going on at my house here. My kids, I got teenagers and I got teenager problems, let me tell you. So I am not a happy camper. It's not a good day. Not a good day. Okay, but this is VR 365. And one thing I do is I do bang out an episode pretty much every single day. Pretty much every single day we bang out an episode. We continue to do that. And even on bad days, I'm going to try to bang out episodes if possible. Today's show probably going to be a bit of a shorter show because I don't have a lot of topics lined up so far today. Also, one thing I will say is that anybody that wants to call in, now you would already have to have my Skype name and you'd already have to be set up with me on Skype. Like, for example, MameFan or Rendered Reality or a number of different people. But if anybody wants to call in, go ahead and call in. Go ahead and call in because it's not going to be a very serious show today. So I have no problem with having a guest pop in and join me today. So that is a possibility to be sure. But basically, let's go ahead and get into the news. Let's go ahead and start things off here. Okay, so I did say it was episode 174. It is Wednesday, it is May 8th, and it is now 2:04 p.m. Alrighty, so as long as nobody's pregnant, it should be okay. Yeah, that's a good one. That is a good one. Man, that is a worry. Oh my God. I have two teenage boys. And yeah, the one thing you don't want to hear is that you're going to be a grandpa. You do not want to hear that. I do not want to hear that I'm about to be somebody's grandpa. Oh, hell no. I am not going to be a grandpa. They better wait about 10 years before they do some shit like that. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into the number one story of the day. So we are going to bounce over to the Webinal browser here. And I've got to click on this to load this up. Okay, and then I got to close this other thing out. Let me close that out. Okay, so here we are. We are on the Webinal browser, and let's see. Story of the day is PlayStation VR related. Do I have this zoomed in? Okay, no, it's not zoomed in. Okay, so this is on the PlayStation blog, and one thing that we found out today, folks, is we are getting two brand new PlayStation bundles that are going to be arriving later this month. And these bundles are kind of interesting in terms of the fact that you're getting a couple of brand new games thrown in there. I don't know about the price, though. We can talk about the price here in just a minute, but let me go ahead and cover these bundles. Okay, so the first bundle that you're going to have is you're going to have a Blood and Truth and Everybody's Golf VR bundle. And yes, I know all about Everybody's Golf and the demo. That's another story we're going to get to. Hold on for that. But in this bundle, you're going to get Blood and Truth. You're going to get Everybody's Golf VR. You're going to get the new version of the headset. You're going to get a couple of Move controllers. You're going to get the camera. So it is a complete and full bundle. And this is going to be available on May 28th. You know what might have been a smart idea, Sony? Maybe it would have been smarter to have this bundle available right now. Like, why not have the bundle available right now? Because there would be some crazy people out there that would buy this bundle just so they could get Blood and Truth right away and start playing Blood and Truth early and streaming it and all that shit. You know damn well if that you could go to the store today and you could get this bundle that has Blood and Truth and Everybody's Golf VR ahead of time, people would do it. People absolutely would do it. Maybe that's an interesting strategy to roll with. Or they could have released this bundle on May 21st when Everybody's Golf is available but you're going to have to wait. This bundle not available till May 28th. Now the price for the bundle, $350. $350. You do get, and Blood and Truth, you do get a Blu-ray disc for Blood and Truth, but Everybody's Golf VR, that is a digital game voucher. You also get the latest demo disc, you get the PSVR system, the camera, you get 2 PlayStation Move controllers. So it is a full bundle. We can take a look at the box there. So they're mixing Blood and Truth and Everybody's Golf VR. These are 2 big games in the month of May. We do have some games that are going to be on the way. That's how the bundle looks right there. And so this is the newest bundle. But wait a minute, there's another bundle that is going to be coming as well. And there is a Trover. Trover Saves the Universe, the most family-friendly bundle of all time. Yeah, Trover, you're not going to hear any cuss words playing Trover Saves the Universe. It is family-friendly as can be. And then as a special bonus, you are also getting 5 Nights at Freddy's VR. Help Wanted, that is also going to be available. And so this bundle is going to arrive on May 31st. And this bundle is $300. So it's $50 less than this bundle here. But you don't get Move controllers. You don't get Move controllers. And as much as I like Trover Saves the Universe, 5 Nights at Freddy's, I don't know. I think I would rather have these 2 games, and I'd rather have a pair of Move controllers. I'd rather pay the $50 for this. Trover, speaking of Trover, though, I was kind of joking about how potty mouth Trover can be, and it absolutely can be very potty mouth. But there is a mode. I believe you can go into the game. I'm pretty sure I heard this. There's a mode where you can turn off all of the potty mouth stuff. So if you have a little kid, Trover looks cute. Trover is a cute game. I had an opportunity. I could have played this at GDC. I could have played Trover. I had an opportunity to play Ghost Giant or to play Trover. And I was like, oh man, what do I do? Do I play Trover? Do I play Ghost Giant? They had the 2 demos right there, and the guy that was playing Trover had a DualShock 4. The guy that was playing Ghost Giant had 2 Move controllers, and I thought, you know what, let me go for the Move controllers. Let me go for the more hardcore VR game. So I played Ghost Giant, which is a great game. It's one of the better PlayStation VR games we have so far, probably a top 30 PlayStation VR game. Really interesting kind of things that they do in Ghost Giant. Really good game, but I did not play Trover, and I kind of feel bad about that because I've heard Trover is like absolutely hilarious. So that is coming on May 31st. Of course, 5 Nights at Freddy's VR, Help Wanted, that is actually releasing on May 21st, and you're probably going to get the digital code. Let me see. Oh yeah, Trover and 5 Nights at Freddy's, both of those are going to be digital game vouchers. And you don't get the Move controllers. You do not get the Move controllers. So yeah, so we have a couple of new bundles that are in the mix. And one thing I wanted to talk about real quick in relationship to pricing of PlayStation VR and pricing of VR in general, actually. We can actually get into that. And this goes back to another podcast that I heard this week. And so I might as well give a little bit of love to this podcast. And so the podcast is Play PSVR. And this is way the hell zoomed out. I want to get off of this crazy zoom here. So let's go Play PSVR. Play PSVR is, of course, the podcast. Alex, you can see, oh, that's cool. When you do a search for Play PSVR, you get to see VR 365. Yeah, buddy. Okay, but Play PSVR, this is a podcast. And I listened to one of their most recent podcasts, and they actually had this guy on their podcast that was kind of a VR hater. And what they wanted to do is they wanted to see if they could convert a VR hater or basically interview somebody that just isn't interested in VR, show them a whole bunch of VR games, and then interview them after that and see if they've changed their mind. And it was interesting. So they had this guy on, and he's like, yeah, I don't know. I've looked at PSVR. I thought everything is kind of a gimmick. All these games are gimmicks. They're little mini games. There's nothing super deep for me to get into. So I'm not really interested in VR. And so Adam, I believe, was the one that basically went over to this guy's house, brought his PSVR over there, introduced him to a whole bunch of PlayStation VR games. But the interesting thing was, after it was all over, they were asking him, what would you play for a PlayStation VR? And he said, maybe $100. Maybe $100. And he tried a bunch of VR games, like To the Top and some other miscellaneous VR, Beat Saber and stuff. And he's only willing to pay $100. And that goes back to this idea that, look at the Valve Index, man. $999. $999. And there's some people, $100 is too much. So I mean, even the Oculus Quest, like we think about the Oculus Quest, it's $399. We think it's such a great deal. You're getting so much technology for that $400. You're getting this like frictionless experience for $400, a well-designed ecosystem and everything. But it's still $400, and there's a lot of people out there, they just don't have the money for this stuff. And this was one of the things when I talked to Bobby Blackwolf as well, and I was talking to him about people kind of hating on VR, and he mentioned the economics of it. He was talking about there's some people that listen to his show that it's just not in their realm. It's not in the realm of possibility. There's people out there, man. We got to think about the working class, right? I mean, I'm just a freaking hop, skip, and a jump from being a shift manager at Burger King. So I know what it's like for somebody to have like a living wage and just like survive. And a lot of these people, there's people that work at Starbucks that are gamers, right? There's people that work at Starbucks or PetSmart or Walmart or freaking Chipotle or whatever, just everyday worker bras, right? And they have Xboxes. They have PlayStation 4s. These are still gamers, but they buy it used on like Craigslist or something. And so they get a PlayStation 4 for about $125, or they get somebody's used Xbox for $100. And the idea of paying $400 for a freaking PSVR, it's like not even in the window. Like it's not even in their reality or their purview. But I just kind of was thinking about that, considering the prices of these bundles. These bundles, $350. Like, when are we going to start to get to a $299 bundle? So, I don't know. So there is some thoughts there, but we do have these new PlayStation VR bundles coming soon, and that looks pretty good. Okay, what else did we want to talk about today? Well, another thing I wanted to talk about real quick. Actually, we do need to go back to the Webby browser for this. And so one of the games that I've been tracking for a while now, Area of Darkness Sentinel. Well, they've updated their Steam page, guys. These guys have updated their Steam page, Rematch Studios. So it was late April. They changed it, y'all. Early May. It is now early May. So Area of Darkness Sentinel, any day now, because you know what? It's early May right now. It's already May 8th. Tomorrow is May 9th. We're damn near mid-May. They didn't give themselves, like, they must not watch VR 365, because in the show when I was talking about it, I was saying Rematch Studios, just say summer 2019. Just say summer. Do not say early May, because we're already, early May's damn near over. But maybe this game will come out any day now. And that is another topic that we want to get into today. I want to talk about the avalanche, the absolute avalanche of VR games that are going to be coming in the next 60 to 90 days. If you have a VR game that you could have released a couple of weeks ago or a month ago, but you haven't got it out yet, oh my God, you are in for some ish, because there is a lot. There's a lot of games that are coming in the next 60 to 90 days. If rumors and speculation are believed to be true, and if some of these release dates hold, there are so many games that are about to hit. An absolute avalanche of games. And so when we want to think about an avalanche of games, what do? Okay, hold on. Let me get my chat popped out. I need to start actually utilizing chat. We need to pay attention to chat here. Martin McCloskey says, what happened to Reverb? Not out in USA yet? And he says, in Ireland, there's no sign of it here. Okay, so the news we've got on Reverb is Hewlett-Packard might be in a abort. The launch has been aborted. Abort the launch of the Reverb. There might be some problems with the Reverb. So HP might be trying to reel it back in. And maybe Reverb might be delayed a little bit. There could be some problems in Reverb land because it doesn't seem to be available anywhere. But let's get back to this avalanche of games. And so if we're going to talk about an avalanche of games, we're going to go to vrgamerankings.com. Now, this list here, I'm in the process of updating this list as we speak. I've mostly updated this, but I do have to add some game profile pages. Okay, so this is top 80 most wanted PC VR games. And as you can see, last updated May 8th. Today is May 8th. We've got a lot of games that are imminent in the next 60 to 90 days. For example, No Man's Sky. You know, if you go 90 days out, we're probably going to be playing No Man's Sky in the next 90 days. That is the number one most wanted VR game across all platforms. And it's available pretty much on all platforms. So No Man's Sky, most likely going to arrive in the next 90 days. That is pretty incredible. Number 2, Stormland. Stormland for the Oculus Rift. Now, here's the thing about Stormland. I have a date on here, third quarter 2019. That is VR Game Rankings. That is our best guesstimate on Stormland. But you know what? If you believe Sebastian from MRTV, Sebastian talked to an actual Oculus bigwig when he was at GDC, and this person told him the day the Rift S is available is the day that Stormland is available. So we should probably put May 21st here, right? On Stormland? I don't know. If this really does come out on May 21st, then I will nominate Sebastian as my honorary Nostradamus Junior of the Month Club, and he'll get to wear the Nostradamus crown for 1 month if Stormland really does come out on May 21st, but it could happen. Okay, so that's our number 1 and number 2 games. Both of them could arrive in the next 90 days, right? Boneworks. We have Boneworks as a third quarter 2019 release from Stress Level 0. But let's remember here, guys. Let's remember the Valve Index is not launching with a Valve title, but it's got to launch with something. And I know, the Moondust demo, and I know there's that other demo that basically Cloudhead Games is doing. Obviously, Zalubu Productions is probably going to have Vertigo 2. Boneworks might be a lot further along in development than we know. Boneworks might arrive in the next 90 days. It's not inconceivable. Okay, Lone Echo 2, not going to happen. Lone Echo 2 we're not getting Lone Echo 2 in the next 90 days, but of the top 4 games, we might get 3 of the top 4. Okay, then we go to number 5, Asgard's Wrath. Now, we've changed this to August 2019, but Asgard's Wrath could arrive absolutely within the next 90 days. Population 1 is a summer 2019 game. That could be available in the next 90 days. Borderlands 2 VR could absolutely arrive in the next 90 days. Vader Immortal on Oculus Rift? No. But on Quest? Hell yeah. And we haven't even gotten into Quest or PlayStation VR. Those are other categories as well. Defector is a summer 2019 game. This could arrive in the next 60 to 90 days. Okay. Firmament, no. We got a long ways to wait on Firmament. Firmament is far away. Journey of the Gods, the Oculus Rift version, probably fourth quarter. We're not seeing that anytime soon. But Zed, if you go to the Zed Steam page, they still say spring. They still say spring on, okay, wait, we got something. Warning, Will Robinson, warning. If you watched your chat from last night, MRTV was in chat and said reverb is still on. What do you mean? Like it's still, but how come I can't buy it nowhere? You're telling me they really sold out of the reverb? I don't think so. I think Hewlett-Packard is holding it. So that's my thought process there. But I guess we'll find out. We'll find out soon enough. But Paradise Decay finally got my attention with these little nuclear symbols there. Biohazard. Okay, so Zed, if you go to Zed's Steam page, I believe it says spring. Well, God damn it, we're running out of spring. Zed could arrive at any minute. In fact, Zed might be out this month. Like Zed could be out within weeks. And Zed looks really, really good. Okay, the Elder Scrolls Blades, I don't know what the hell is going on with this. Probably not going to arrive in the next 90 days. Blunt Force, probably not arriving in the next 90 days. But Dirt Rally 2.0, this is a summer game on the Rift, probably is arriving within the next 90 days. Nostos, no dice. No dice for Nostos. No bueno. No bueno on Nostos. It's not coming in the next 90 days. We got it as a fourth quarter release. Okay, Dead and Buried. Oculus Dead and Buried 2, Oculus Strike Team. Here's my Nostradamus prediction. My Nostradamus prediction on Dead and Buried 2, it arrives day and date with the Rift S and Dead and Buried 2 on the Quest. I believe this game will be available. If you're an Oculus Rift gamer, you don't give a rat's ass about the Oculus Quest. You have no interest in the Oculus Quest. You're a Rift gamer and you want to play Dead and Buried 2, I believe on May 21st, you're going to be playing Dead and Buried 2. So that's probably going to be arriving this month. District Steel. If you go look at District Steel Steam page, it might still say like spring or something. We have it summer, but District Steel, goddamn, we've been waiting for this game forever. It could arrive in the next 60 to 90 days. Okay, Undead Citadel, probably not going to happen. But Dance Central, we have it as a May 2019 release. And again, I believe that on May 21st, Dance Central VR, this is another Nostradamus Jr. prediction. Dance Central VR will be available, obviously, on the Oculus Quest, but I think it's going to be available on the regular Oculus Rift as well on May 21st. That's my prediction. So Dance Central coming very, very soon. The Rig. What about The Rig by Sunset Division? You guys remember this game? Looks really cool. It's made by a relatively small developer in the San Francisco Bay Area, Sunset Division. I believe you go to the Steam page. I think it still says spring 2019. We have it as summer 2019, but The Rig could very, very well arrive in the next 60 to 90 days. Rogan, The Thief in the Castle, probably not arriving in the next 60 to 90 days, but Wolfenstein Cyberpilot is. It's arriving on July 26. That is within the 90-day window. So Wolfenstein Cyberpilot is coming as well. Sniper Elite, no, that's actually second quarter 2020. This is a mistake here. It says second quarter 2019. That's actually second quarter 2020. That is the first mistake I've seen so far. Okay, Node, and I'm not talking about the YouTube channel. I'm talking about a game called Node by Cubic Planet Studio. This game has a very specific release date of July 20th, 2019, which is actually 6 days prior to Wolfenstein Cyberpilot, and Node is going to be coming in the next 60 to 90 days, and Node looks fantastic. Looks really good. I love the look of Node. Okay, Lo-Fi. You guys, you know Technolust, right? The developer of Technolust, Iris VR, working on Lo-Fi. We have Lo-Fi ranked as the 26th most wanted PC VR game currently in existence. Second quarter 2020 is our initial guesstimate on that. We're not getting that anytime soon. Titan Arena, probably not in the next 90 days. Free Diver, Triton Down, ranked 28. Free Diver is going to be arriving possibly this month. Could possibly get delayed and slip into June, maybe even slip into July. But I got to imagine Free Diver is a game that is coming in the next 60 to 90 days. Okay, it continues. Half-Life 2 VR mod, I'm not even going to talk about this. I'm not even going to talk about that. Okay, Trover Saves the Universe, June 4th. It's coming to PlayStation VR on May 31st, but the PC version is coming on June 4th. So how many games just in the top 30? Just in the top 30, let me count. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. In the top 30 games, 17 of the top 30 most wanted PC VR games could all arrive in the next 60 to 90 days. Are your guys' wallets ready for this? Seriously, are your guys' wallets ready for this shit? It is going to be an avalanche, an absolute avalanche of game releases. And it continues. Okay, Elysium, nah, we're not getting that anytime soon. Shadow Point, no, that's like a fourth quarter game. I'm talking about, these are PC, so Rift version of Shadow Point, probably fourth quarter. Thief Simulator, maybe in the next 90 days. 9, The Splintered Mind, no. Boiling Steel, no, fourth quarter. Okay, here's Area of Darkness Sentinel. We gave it a summer 2019 release window, so Rematch Studios might not have gave it to you, but I did. We gave it summer of 2019. Area of Darkness, yeah, within the next 60 to 90 days, absolutely. Soulscape by Blueberry Bandit, you probably forgot about that one, didn't you? We didn't forget about it. It is our 37th ranked game. Looks pretty damn good. Battle Wake, we just found out about it yesterday by Servios. It is coming this summer. That is coming within the next 60 to 90 days. Space Ops by DevCube Studio, which this game looks way the hell better than it has any right to be. And actually, I need to get back to playing this because I do have like a preview version of this, and I need to play more of it because Space Ops, not bad. I need to do a Let's Play of it. Well, no, I did a Let's Play. Maybe I need to do another Let's Play of it. But that could be coming in the next 60 to 90 days. Okay, Hellsplit Arena, no, that's going to be a while. Wait, we're still going, guys. We are still going. There are more games coming. Five Nights at Freddy's, this is coming on May 21st. May 21st, like this is locked in a stone. Okay, Falcon Age, the PC VR version, probably not in the next 90 days. Until You Fall, we don't even have a legitimate screenshot. Not in the next 90 days. Fail Space, this date is wrong. It should be third quarter. But you know what? Fail Space by Hipfire Games, this could release in the next 60 to 90 days. Groundhog Day, probably not. Spectro by Borrowed Light Studios, basically Ghostbusters VR. This game could be arriving in the next 60 to 90 days. Eye of the Temple might be arriving in the next 60 to 90 days. Fugel might be arriving in the next 60 to 90 days. I mean, it just keeps going. Now, some of these other ones, I don't think so. But like Downstream VR, Whitewater Rapids, that could arrive in the next 60 to 90 days. The Last Player VR, that could arrive in the next 60 to 90 days. Winter Fury, The Longest Road by Spider Monk Entertainment. This game's actually been dated May 23rd. That game could come out at any point in time. Virtual Battlegrounds, we've seen the trailers for this a million times. That game most likely within the next So look at this, man. It continues. There's a lot of games that are coming. Okay, this is the part that hasn't been updated. I need to re-update that. But yeah, we've got like 80 PC VR games listed, and it is going to be pandemonium. then let's go ahead and check out PlayStation VR, because we've got PlayStation VR games that are coming very soon as well. Obviously, No Man's Sky is coming this summer for PlayStation VR. Blood and Truth coming this month on May 28th, and damn it, that game looks great. I can't wait for that game. People are sleeping. People are taking no-dos. They're sleeping on Blood and Truth. They need to wake the F up, because Blood and Truth might absolutely kill it. Blood and Truth might absolutely kill it. Okay, Dreams is in early access, but maybe VR support could come to it in early access within the next 60 to 90 days. That's a possibility. Star Child could come out of the blue. Everybody's Golf is coming on May 21st. We need to talk about that demo, actually. Trover Saves the Universe, May 31st. What about Vacation Simulator, y'all? If you're a PlayStation VR gamer, you don't have a PC VR platform, you're probably hyped for Vacation Simulator. That is coming on June 18th. Dude, our wallets are going to be destroyed in the next 60 to 90 days, and that's in spite of, or in addition to, all these freaking headsets that are coming out as well that are breaking our banks. I don't know who's going to buy all this shit. Like, I really don't know who's going to buy all these damn games. Okay, remember, Wolfenstein is coming to PSVR as well. You got Scraper coming in May, most likely. Well, we're in May right now. I mean, Scraper could arrive at any time for PlayStation VR. Golem, no. Golem, we're not going to see that. Okay, Sirento, probably yes. Within the next 60 to 90 days, we will get the PSVR version of Sirento. Five Nights at Freddy's, this needs to be updated. I believe it's May 21st on PSVR as well, I think. Mini Mech Mayhem, that is coming on June 18th. That's already freaking carved into stone. That is coming on June 18th, Mini Mech Mayhem. Witching Tower, other games are coming to PSVR, but I don't think, just scanning through these, Luna by Phenomena, that might be arriving in the next 60 to 90 days for PSVR. Last Labyrinth by Amada might be arriving in the next 60 to 90 days on PSVR. So those are some of them. And then you go to Oculus Quest. I have not updated my Oculus Quest ranking list, but we have top 60 most wanted Oculus Quest games. But almost all of these are arriving in the next 60 to 90 days. Beat Saber, Robo Recall, Journey of the Gods, Vader Immortal, Super Hot, VR Chat, Dead and Buried 2, Creed Rise to Glory, Rec Room, Moss, Sports Scramble, Vacation Simulator, Dance Central, Shadow Legend, no, that's going to take a long time. The Climb, that we might not see that for a while. Racket NX, Job Simulator, Face Your Fears 2, Pixel Ripped, I don't know. Virtual Reality, very soon. Nostos, no. Ultra Wings, very soon. Table Tennis, I need to update this whole thing because some of these are May 21st and then some of these are going to come a little bit later. But dude, it's a freaking avalanche. It is an absolute avalanche of VR gaming goodness that is coming our way in the next 60 to 90 days. And oh my God. Okay, King Hell, you're saying this is a first world YouTuber problem? No, it's everybody's problem. This is everybody's problem because it's so many damn games. Yeah, sure, it's a problem for me that where I like to try to review this stuff. But think of Paradise Decay, bro. Think of Paradise Decay. Paradise Decay does a video for everything. What is Paradise Decay gonna do? Dude, Paradise, you better freaking up your health insurance. You better double up on your health insurance because how are you going to do it? Paradise does a video for everything. Paradise, you've got about 180 videos you're going to have to do in the next 70 days. I don't know how anybody's going to do this. But yeah, it's an absolute game avalanche. And I'm not even talking about other little games. There's a lot of other little games that I'm not even mentioning them. And there's going to be even, Paradise is out of the building, so you're not going to do it. Dude, Paradise, you got to do it. You're a YouTuber, man. Your fans depend on you, Paradise. We need you. Obi-Wan, we need you to do a Let's Play for every game in existence, Paradise. Just stay awake 24 hours a day, no sleep, forget your family. They can fend for themselves. Bang out those Let's Plays, man. Just do live streams all day long. Okay, all right, so what is the next thing we want to get into? Well, why don't we talk about Everybody's Golf? So there is a demo out there for Everybody's Golf. And but it is not the demo we are looking for. Let me go ahead and grab the Everybody's Golf little trailer that we recently saw. I believe we saw this yesterday. So yeah, Everybody's Golf is coming on May 21st. And I saw it on the PSVR subreddit. There's a trailer for Everybody's Golf. I was like, oh, dude, this will be awesome. I mean, a trailer. There's a demo. And I'm like, hell yeah, I want to play the demo. Like, I absolutely want to play this demo. But Fluke has tried the demo, and so apparently here's what you can do. You can get into Everybody's Golf, and you can basically get into this tutorial thing. So you can get into a tutorial and kind of learn what you're supposed to do, kind of in terms of how to hit the club, I guess, or whatever. And then you can go to where the first hole is, like on the forest course, and you can look around. But you cannot play a single hole of the actual game. What kind of demo is this, man? That's kind of dumb. I mean, they're giving us 3 different courses. You know, they're giving us 3 18-hole courses in Everybody's Golf, but we can't play like 1 or 2 holes? Like, come on, let us play 1 or 2 holes just to get give us 1 3-par hole and give us 1 5-par hole. That's all I'm asking, just so we can kind of get a feel for the game. I guess they think that maybe some of us will be like, okay, I'm good. I've got 1 little 3-par hole. I've got 1 little 5-par hole. I don't need to buy the game, so I'm not going to buy the game. Or what they could have did is they could have made this demo expire. Like, make the demo only work for a week and expire, kind of like the Tetris Effect demo or whatever. Well, it was Tetris Effect, right? Where the demo would only work for like 24 hours and then it freaking expired. They could have did that. But give us a freaking hole. You know, I don't even know that I want to go into the UK PSN store to try to download this. Is it even worth my time to do it? So that's kind of disappointed. I thought we had something really exciting to look forward to today as far as this demo. I don't know. Maybe I'll go in there anyway just to kind of check out the graphical engine of the game, see what the graphical engine looks like. And also in the tutorial, I'm guessing you can kind of, you know, hit with your club, and I kind of want to feel how that feels with my Move controller. So I probably will actually sign in to I have a UK or I have a European PSN account that I use for situations like this where sometimes they get the demos and nobody else does, or for some weird thing that happens. So I probably will go in there and try to download this little demo and check it out anyways. But yeah, it would have been nice to be able to actually play a hole or 2. But yeah, that is Everybody's Golf. People are talking about that. Okay, let's see, what else? Is that pretty much... Oh, you know what? We do have a brand new release that did come out today. It is called Hockey Player VR, and it is only $5. And I think the developer is Brovision or something like that. And I grabbed the trailer for Hockey Player VR. So why don't we go ahead and check out this trailer? So I'm going to pump up this Everybody's Golf trailer, and then we'll check. I really like this trailer, by the way. Good commercial. This is a good commercial. This should be on TV. I think they did a good job with this one. It looks like it should be on freaking network TV. But yeah, I'm going to pump the volume up on this, and we're going to check out Hockey Player VR, which is only $5. So let's go ahead and do this.
It slightly breaks to the left. Come on!
Okay, so yeah, that is Hockey Player VR. It is available today. It is $5. And, I'm wondering how many people are on the ice? Is it one versus, is it just a goalie against a dude? Is it like a 2-on-2 game, and so each person has a goalie, and then you got two people that are skating around? Is this a multiplayer game where 4 people can play, and 2 people can be goalies, and then 2 people can skate around? I don't know. So let's go ahead and check out the Steam page and see if we can find out here. So let's go ahead and bounce over to our webby browser and see if we can figure this out. Okay, so this is Hockey Player VR. Play hockey in first-person view and develop your own tactics and tricks. Finally, a hockey game where you have 100% control. Test out your puck skills in online multiplayer mode. And yeah, Bros Vision. Bros Vision is the name of the developer. And I do see 2 blue players right there, and then there's also a goalie, so maybe it's like 3-on-3. Let's see if it tells us here. Play hockey in first mode. We heard about that. Okay, 4 training modes. Multiplayer for 2 or 4 players. Okay, so I bet you if you do the 2-player mode, maybe the goalies are automatic, like the goalies are computer controlled, and then the 2 people are just skating around trying to score goals. And then multiplayer, I'm guessing that your goalie, again, computer controlled, and then you have 2 players on each team, like actual line players that are skating around. Okay, you have 100% control, realistic physics, leaderboards, voice chat. It's quite easy to start playing, but if you want to become a master, then, well, be prepared for countless hours spent on the virtual hockey arena. Feel invited to play the game, so you will be surprised. Doesn't really sound like an English native speaker. I wonder who Bros Vision SRO, where are they from? But I wonder if they're from a country that knows hockey. Hopefully they're from a country that understands hockey a little bit. But it's only $5. Haven't heard anything. There is one user review. Of course, that's the developer's grandmother. Okay, let's see. X Panda says this guy has 258 products in his account. 29.1. How do you have 29.1 hours of this game on record if you're not the dev? Okay, one of the only online VR hockey games on PC with active development, good quality graphics, and extremely fun, replayable content. Cross-platform allows more opportunities to play online. Additionally, with the feature of region select, blah, 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 blah. Here's another one. This game is by far the most fun VR game I've ever played. The community couldn't be nicer, and the game, even being an alpha, plays wonderfully. Okay, so they must have had a bunch of people playing this like that have... Yeah, this guy says... product received for free. Full video here. This is Dick Rambo. Pretty good hockey multiplayer game that looks good in VR with a decent tutorial. If you were searching for a VR hockey game with multiplayer, this is it. What if this guy was like, if you're searching for a hockey VR game with multiplayer, keep on looking. The net code is not yet perfect, but the devs are on it, and everyone can see its potential target. So yeah, I like sports games. Like when I started out as a game player, I was a sports gamer. Like I was a sports gamer. Like back in the days when I had a Nintendo Entertainment System, I was predominantly a sports gamer. I was playing Tecmo Bowl. I was playing Double Dribble. I was playing Track and Field 2. This was all in the original Nintendo Entertainment System. I was playing Bases Loaded. I was playing Blades of Steel. Now, I would dabble in like Ninja Gaiden or like Rygar or Super Mario Brothers or some of these other games, but I was primarily a sports guy. And then when I got my Sega Genesis and my Super Nintendo, again, I was a sports dude. I was playing Madden, I was playing FIFA Soccer, I was playing NBA Live 95 on Super Nintendo, which was freaking badass. In like November of 1994, I believe it was, around November 1994, NBA Live 95 for the Super Nintendo. That shit was awesome. I played the living crap out of that. And I played stuff like Roger Clemens Baseball and all these other games and all these different soccer games and a lot of sports games throughout my entire history being a video gamer. A whole lot of sports games. But I got to admit, in the VR world, we have not gotten good sports games. We haven't, not that we haven't gotten good sports games, but we really don't have any serious sports games. Like, what serious sports game do we have? 2MD VR football is fun as hell, but it's not serious. Sports Challenge VR, or is it Sports Challenge VR or VR Sports Challenge by Sanzaru Games? It's a fun collection of mini games, but it's not serious. Even this isn't serious. Like, this is 3-on-3 or 2-on-2 hockey. It's not a serious hockey game. When are we going to get serious sports games, guys? When are we going to get a FIFA soccer or an NBA 2K? I mean, Oculus is spending $250 million. They're giving all this money to 4A Games to make Arctica 1, and they're giving like a gang of money to Insomniac to make all these different games, which is great, but why not take a small chunk of that money and say, you know what, Visual Concepts, make a freaking badass NBA 2K game in VR where it feels like you're a Godzilla that is hovering over a three-quarter basketball court and you see the holograms running around. Dude, that would be fun as hell. And they could do the same thing with Madden. They could do the same thing with FIFA. I know Electronic Arts is completely allergic. You want to talk about allergies? I got some bad allergies right now, but nowhere near as allergic as freaking EA is allergic to VR. Like, EA has NHL hockey. Are we ever going to get that in VR? Not in our lifetimes. I mean, shit, EA doesn't give a damn about VR, so that's kind of sad. Okay, one of the things that we'd like to cover on a regular basis, of course, is the daily deals. So why don't we go ahead and see what the Oculus daily deal is for today. And let's see here, where is our Oculus daily deal? And the Oculus daily deal is Project Cars. This is the original Project Cars. It is the Game of the Year edition. The normal price for this game, 25 buccarinis, but you can grab this for 15 bucks. It's 40% off. You got a little bit over 9 hours left in this Project Cars deal. Now, of course, Project Cars 2 is already available. And so do you really want Project Cars 1? You know what's interesting? We, what do you call it? VR Roundtable. VR Roundtable, we bought Project Cars 2 for our VR Roundtable account because it was on sale. It was a pretty good deal. And we decided to grab it because none of us had really checked out Project Cars 2. And I tried it out and I was disappointed, man. I was for some reason, I thought that these car games were just going to blow me away. But I thought that you would need just like a monster PC to be able to run these car games properly. And so I was scared of them for the longest time. I didn't have a monster PC. I had a craptacular PC. I had a 970 with a way old i5 2500K that was from the year of our Lord Gaben, 2011. 2011 is when I bought that i5 2500K. And so my PC was under spec for the longest time. So I stayed away from these car games. And the only car game I really tried was Drive Club VR on PlayStation VR. And I like Drive Club, but oh my God, Vaseline City. But I do like the game. But I tried Project Cars 2 and I was like, really? This is what people are ranting and raving about? I don't get it. I don't see it. I've got a 1080 Ti, so and you know, I've got this new Ryzen PC. I've got plenty of RAM, and it's brand new motherboard. Everything's new, SSDs and all that shit. And I thought I'd be more wowed by some of these car games in VR, but I haven't been wowed by them yet. But no, I do not have a will. Okay, so Work Birdie Gaming. No, I don't have a will. Maybe that is why. Yeah, maybe that's a big part of the experience. But you know what I've always wondered about when it comes to wheels? I've always wondered, why don't we have a wheel? Okay, here's what I want. If we're going to go down that road of like having a wheel and really getting into VR, then here's what we need, guys. We need a tracked wheel, and we also need hand tracking. We need hand tracking and a tracked wheel. Because what I want to do in my VR game, if I'm in a racing cockpit, I want to look at the wheel and be like, oh, there's the wheel, and I want to see my actual hands, and I want to grab the wheel, and I want to, and then be like, oh, I'm grabbing the real wheel, and the wheel is here, and the wheel is in the right spot, and I see my hands grabbing the wheel. And then a shifter and stuff would be nice as well, and all the accoutrements, right? And a D-box motion chair, you know? And then the next thing you know, I'm broke. And then the next thing I know, I'm being divorced by my wife because I've spent all this money on a D-box chair. Paradise Decay says, try Dirt Rally. I played Dirt Rally on PlayStation VR, and I was almost close to blowing chunks. I wasn't really into Dirt Rally on PlayStation VR. I did try it on PlayStation VR. The one thing I really like, though, I love those raindrops. I love those raindrops hitting the windshield in Dirt Rally. That was awesome. Yeah, I want a tracked wheel. I want a tracked shifter. I want it all tracked. And I want, like, what do you call it? Leap motion. I want to see my real hands grab the wheel and have it be tracked. And I want rumble and I want that, you know, what is that stuff they call it? Like 300-degree steering, you know? You know when you get one of those cheapo wheels and it barely steers? No, I want the freaking 300-degree or whatever, how many degree it is. Where's the racing experts? You know what I'm talking about. Where the wheels go like that and it's freaking force feedback and shit. And then also on a lot of these wheels that I don't like, a lot of the wheels that you buy, it's like a little dinky wheel like this. It's almost like the little wheel that they give a kid in the back seat of the car. Do you guys remember that when you were a little kid? Did you have that little thing where it had a wheel and it had a horn and it had all these little buttons and stuff? That shit was the bomb. That was the absolute bomb. When I was like 4 years old, whatever the thing that was, oh my God, memories, man. I was in the back seat of my car, my mom's car or whatever. I had the little wheel, I had a horn, I had all kinds of little buttons and shit. That was awesome. But yeah, a lot of the wheels that you get, like I want a full-size wheel with like industrial strength feedback, force feedback, like straight up industrial strength. See, the shit that I want is like 30 grand, so I don't even want it anymore. So this is why I don't get into racing games, because I can't go down that rabbit hole. I can't afford that rabbit hole. So I just stay away from that rabbit hole. Okay, well, I'm out of stories. Let's see, we actually made it pretty far. We made it pretty far in this show. We're at the 51-minute mark, and I am completely out of stories or things to talk about. But what we can do is we can bounce over to like Upload VR. Let's see if there's any brand new breaking news that's going on around the world. Okay, so let's go back to the Webinar browser here, and let's go to Upload VR. What are the stories of the day? Let me go ahead and refresh this one time real quick. Crunchy says, Anthony, yeah, I just want to go outside and drive, I guess. I don't need VR, right? What I really want is a Ferrari 458 Spider. A Spider, brah. A 458 Spider. So I better go buy a Super Lotto ticket. It is Wednesday. Maybe I'll go buy a Super Lotto ticket and then I'll get my Spider tomorrow. Okay, how to check if your PC is VR ready. Okay, so now we're getting into these dumb stories. Are you about to get your new VR headset? Well, here's how to check if this works or that works. We're going to get into all those kinds of stories. You just got your Rift S? Here's 20 great Oculus Rift games that you must play. We're going to get into those stories, absolutely. Five Nights at Freddy's VR lists May release date. Yeah, we've kind of covered that for a while. So I guess there isn't any news over here. Let's try Road to VR. Let's give this a nice fat refresh. Okay, so High Fidelity. So High Fidelity, you know, I've heard about High Fidelity a lot of different times. Never knew what the hell it was. There's a lot of things like this, though, where I don't know what the hell they are. I hear about them tangentially. And the 458 Spider is old news? Well, I'll take your old 458 Spider, all right? You can have the 488. I'll take the 458. I'm good with the 458. Just give me about 300 GER. 300 GER to buy one of those puppies. And then you know what I heard, man? My whole Ferrari dream has kind of gone up in smoke because I found out, do you know that if you have a Ferrari and you want to get an oil change, it's like $20,000. It's like $20,000 to get an oil change. So it's like, even if you could buy a Ferrari with 300 gur, which means grand for those that don't know, even if you could buy a Ferrari with 300 grand, you need to have like a whole bunch of money set aside just for freaking oil changes and shit. And if you need a new tire, that's like $5,000. Okay, so anyway, let's cover this little high fidelity story. Okay, so High Fidelity, the VR platform from Second Life creator Philip Rosedale. Okay, so apparently they've laid off a quarter of their staff and they are shifting over to enterprise use cases. Yeah, so this is what we call the trough of disillusionment rearing its ugly ass head, man, because stuff like High Fidelity and all these different programs like Meta World VR and all these great ideas of let's have the metaverse, let's do the metaverse. Unfortunately, all these people that want to create the metaverse, y'all were all 10 years too early, guys. 10 years too early. You're pretty much on live and Magic Leap. You're 10 years too early. This whole metaverse future of VR, we're not ready for that. We never were ready for that. But the thing is, venture capitalists were tripping over themselves to invest money into anything VR related. And so they were throwing millions upon millions at people like this, giving them all the money they needed to try to create Second Life in VR with having 100 million people in VR and all this grand visions and stuff. And all of this stuff is going to happen. This is going to happen, but it's like 10 years from now. So you guys just were way too early. Apologies, but way too early. But apparently Oculus is willing to hire a bunch of y'all. So these like 25% of the people that got bounced out of this company, High Fidelity, apparently... Rudel Zavednu says, if you can afford a Ferrari, price doesn't matter. No, but what about these people? There's people out there, like literally, there are literally people out there that don't have any money at all, but they'll pay $80,000 for a sports car and like be broke as hell, but they got an $80,000 sports car. There's people that do that, straight up. There are people that'll do that. Like, I would never do that. Like, if all I had was 80 grand, I would be thinking about trying to buy you can't buy no house for 80 grand now unless you move to South Dakota. But I would be thinking about trying to buy like some kind of real estate or something. But there's people, man, they do the dumbest things. You would be amazed. You guys know. Okay, let's go back to Road to VR. So yeah, High Fidelity. I did see this location-based VR attraction, Hologate. They're celebrating the 2 million player milestone. Oh, look at this picture. Dude is serious. And she is a hot chick that plays VR. Like, look at this picture. Is this picture funny to you? It's funny to me. Like, dude is super serious. Like, chill out a minute. And she's like trying to be super alluring and sexy. Okay, this is Hologate, a Munich-based startup. Today they announced that their VR attraction place has taken in 2 million visitors since it first launched back in 2017. Okay, that's cool. I think we've seen some videos for this, for Hologate. Location-based VR entertainment, there's room for you guys. There is room for you guys. There is room for that. There's not room for the metaverse right now. Okay, let's go to the Oculus Rift subreddit, because it's probably the Oculus Rift subreddit of all the subreddits seems to be the most happening place out there right now in terms of like exciting new things that pop up on here. Because I go to the Vive subreddit, I'll be honest with you, man. I go to the Vive subreddit, and it's like the same old shit. Like, they haven't had anything new to talk about on the Vive subreddit for a long time. Like, they're waiting for HTC, for the Reverb or something. Look, they're talking about VR games that allow you to be a bartender. Like, it's pretty boring over here, man. They're unboxing the new HTC Vive Focus Plus. Does anybody care about that? No, we don't. And so, yeah, it's just been kind of slow. It's been kind of slow on the Vive subreddit. But the Oculus subreddit is a party. It is a party faux show. Because everybody's getting excited for, Rift S and all that crap. Yeah, so Oculus is extending a hand to people fired at high fidelity. Let's check this out. It says, if you are a VR team member looking to hire, High Fidelity announced that they've laid off 25% of the company this morning. A lot of the folks over there are incredibly talented, blah, blah, blah. Oh, okay, so Oculus isn't saying we're going to hire you guys, but if somebody else is out there hiring, yeah. Oh, no, this guy is saying many open roles here at Oculus. Check us out, peep us out. Yeah, High Fidelity apparently burned through 73 million. Oh my God. They burned through 73 million. That is a lot of money to burn through. And this guy, what is High Fidelity? That's your answer right there. Like, I barely knew what High Fidelity was. And this guy's like, what is High Fidelity? No wonder it freaking died. No wonder it died. Okay. Tested made a 3D model so you can make do-it-yourself Oculus headphones. Oh, that's cool. That is really cool, actually. Yeah, look at this Thingiverse thing. Oh, that's sweet. It's kind of ghetto style, but I guess you could do it. You could do it. Kind of ghetto style, but you can do it. Okay, that's pretty cool. The happiest and saddest day of my life. No thanks. What's really included in your Rift S pre-order? Let's click on this and find out what is actually included. Okay, so you get an Oculus Rift headset. You get 2 touch controllers. You also get a couple of batteries. You get the headset cable. You get a video output thing, and you get a long and extra painful wait. Yada, yada, yada. How funny. How funny. You don't get any games. Wait, don't you get like a couple of apps or something? Medium and Quill or something. Yeah, it is kind of weird that you don't get any games. Like, that is a bit bizarro world. That is a little bit bizarro world. But one thing I do wonder, though, is when you pair these touch controllers, do you then get the games that they still say are free with touch controllers? So do you get Robo Recall and stuff? Or do, like, a brand new person doesn't get Robo Recall? They got to buy it? I guess we'll find out soon enough on that, right? All right, well, anyways, I got to bounce out of here. It's going to be coffee time any second now. And we have lasted about an hour, so we've survived. So I'm going to go ahead and moveon.org, actually. So anyways, let's go ahead and go back to our standard scene over here. And let me go ahead and grab my little logo, and we can bounce on out of here. Alrighty, guys, that's going to go ahead and do it. Honestly, I think this was a pretty good show. No, the 5 demos, Brandon, that's for the Oculus Quest. That's for the Oculus Quest. The Oculus Store don't know how to do demos. They barely know how to do demos for the Rift. Wizard King says, have I lost my GameStop receipt yet? No, it's right here. Here's my GameStop receipt. Yes, I am going to GameStop. Don't try to zoom in. Don't try to enhance on this shit and try to take my pre-order and run. Don't do that, because I'm going to be there on the 21st. Oh, you know what else I did today? Don't tell my job, but I did. I requested the 21st off from work, so I am excited. I'm going to have a nice breakfast, and then I'm going to be standing out in front of that GameStop at about 9:45 a.m., waiting for them to open up. I'm going to grab my Quest, run home, try to get shit set up, try to download Vader Immortal, and have an awesome time. I'm really looking forward to that. I might buy a Rift S that day as well. Oh, you want to see my Quest box? Okay. Yeah, here's my Quest box. Hold on, I got to get my Quest box ready. Yeah, here it is. Here's the Oculus Quest box. Yeah, it's so nice to be given a free Oculus Quest. You know what? Oculus was so kind to send me this free Oculus Quest. This is an actual Oculus Quest box. Yeah, I took off the cover. You don't need to see the actual cover, do you? And they were so nice to give me this. And what I've decided to do is I don't want to take any products free from any companies. I do not want to be bought and paid for. So guess what, guys? I'm giving away my Oculus Quest on May 21st, the one that was given to me for free. I'm going to have a raffle and give it away. Now, actually, that would be a true story. That would be a true story if I really did get a free Oculus Quest or a free Rift S or a free Valve Index or any of these things. If I get a free any one of these things, I'll take it if I get it in advance just so I can like explore it and figure it out. And then I'm going to give it away for free. I'm not going to keep it. I will give it away for free. That is my strategy when it comes to freebies. I'm going to give them away as soon as I can buy a retail version. I'll give it away. That's my strategy. We'll see if I ever have an opportunity to put that strategy into practice. But anyway, that's going to do it, guys. I'm going to be out of here now, and I will be back at 2 p.m. Pacific time tomorrow with another Shiz Show. So look forward to that. See you guys then. Everybody have a wonderful Wednesday. Take it easy. Play some Everybody's Golf, guys. You can get into the tutorial. You can see what the game engine looks like. It's going to be awesome. So I got to go do that. All right, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Take it easy. Later.